In Gmail, labels can be used to help organize your inbox. When doing a search, you can narrow your results using labels, and Google lists an advantage of labels over folders in that you can have more than one label applied to a message, whereas with folders, an email can only be put into one folder. To create a label, you must select a message, and once you select a message, you'll see now there's nothing here. Once you select a message, the label icon will pop up. If you click on the label icon and scroll down to the bottom, you'll have an option to create a new label. You can type in a name, and you can also put labels within labels, kind of like a folder structure, and you can put that under another label if you'd like to. Once you have that sorted out and you click Create, you now have a new label. There are several different ways that you can apply a label to an email message. If you're in this view, you can click on a message or multiple messages. You can click on the label icon, click on one of your labels, and then hit apply, and it will apply that label to these messages. Otherwise, if you are inside of if you're inside of an email, once you're inside that email, you can click on a label and then apply it to that email message as well. The last way that you can apply a label is if you're composing an email. In the lower right hand corner of the compose box, there's a more options, and you can add a label to an outgoing message as well if you'd like to. To edit your labels, you have a few different options. If you scroll over to the left-hand navigation, you'll see that your labels are listed. When you hover over a label, a little drop-down arrow shows up. If you click on that, it gives you options such as changing the label color. You can remove a color. There's also some viewing options as well. The label list is over here, and then the message list would be your inbox. So you can customize if you want labels to show up in the label list, only show up in the label list if they have unread messages, or you can hide it from the label list. In the message list, you can have it show or you can have it hidden. You can also remove labels and add sub-labels from this list as well. By default, when you apply a label to a message, it stays within your inbox. You can see here that there are some messages that have a label applied, and they're still right here in my inbox. If I click on the name of the label, then it only shows me those messages that have had that label applied to it. Now, one of the other options you can do, if you're looking for more of a folder experience, you can click on a message. I'll click on this one, and then you can move it to one of the labels. And when it says move to, basically what that's doing is it's, for the most part, putting it into a folder. So if I move this to DTT, you'll see now that that email has disappeared from my inbox. And the best way for me to get to it then is if I click on DTT, then that message that I just moved is in there. And if you ever need to remove a label, if you just click on the checkbox next to an email message, the option Remove Label will be present. Or if you're inside a message, the labels will be listed up here. If you click on the little X next to the label, that will remove it as well.